Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I wasn't planning on doing a video tonight. I had some dental work done today and this side of my head was like just throbbing. But now that I've taken some Tylenol and ibuprofen, I feel better. So I'm going to go ahead and work on these FAQs. We might finish them up today. This is for the Zero Carb. I will have a playlist link down below for the FAQs. So before you ask all kinds of questions, please go watch those videos first. Please look at all the links that I have for you down below. I have lots of links for you. Briefly, I am following a zero carb way of life. Zero carb meaning animal kingdom only, absolutely no plants, not even zero carb plants. I have been doing this at this point for 90 days and I am feeling wonderful. This is not for weight loss. I'm not doing it for weight loss. It's generally not for weight loss. It is for rejuvenating yourself and finding the best health that you possibly can get. And I swear by it. So you go watch some of the videos that I've posted before this. You'll see all the ways that it has helped me. And I will just continue with the FAQs. We are on number 10, and this one is about, should I eat only grass-fed meat? There's a lot here that you can read. Basically, what it is you eat whatever meat you can get your grubby hands on, whatever you can afford. If you want to dabble with grass-fed or things like that, I don't even know. Can I find grass-fed beef in Hannaford? I just don't know. I've never looked for it. I don't eat those kinds of meats. I just eat the conventional meat that my supermarkets have. You will see a lot of people in the group zeroing in on health, say what they think, and I think for the most part, most of them are all for just regular store-bought meat, not grass-fed necessarily. So you do what you want. You get the meat that you can afford and that you feel like eating. Number 11. Help! I'm gaining weight! That happens. That happens when you eat this way. This is why I say it's not intended for weight loss. It is not uncommon for some people to gain weight in the early days of zero carb. This weight gain may only be temporary, and it is dependent on your state of health before you begin. If you were on a restricted calorie diet, if you exercised heavily, if you have recently gained or lost a lot of weight, or if you are dealing with an eating disorder, your body may be in a state of internal starvation. If you are above your ideal weight, the weight gain in the beginning days or weeks will likely correct itself. There are many members who have experienced this somewhat disconcerting temporary weight gain who are now at a lower weight and much healthier. Kelly is our most famous member in this category. Here is a link to her blog. I always have a link to her blog below these zero carb videos. She's the woman I stumbled upon, who I feel absolutely saved me without her knowing it at all. She got off her wagon and picked me up off the ground and put me in her wagon because I had fallen off the wagon I was on, and she got me back on hers. So thank you, Kelly. So I will link down below to that. A zero carb lifestyle will help your body heal and find its way to optimal health. This is one of the times we ask you to trust the process. Do not try and reduce portions in order to lose weight. This is counterintuitive to the zero carb mentality. Intuitive, did I say that right? Let me just tell you a little bit about what I know about this from what I read and just my own personal experiences. What they're saying basically is we are not unhealthy because we're overweight. We are overweight because we are unhealthy. Something's not going right. It has to do with metabolic syndrome and hormones and things like that. So when you start eating just from the animal kingdom, your body has to readjust to all kinds of things. It might say, ooh, we need to gain some weight here so we can make some readjustments before you start to lose. I think that most people who are overweight by a lot will probably not gain, but I haven't lost. I mean, I just know I haven't lost. I just feel like I haven't lost, and I'm good with that. Totally 100% good with that. I also don't think I've gained. But I have been following some people who in the group have gained. These are people who were, who were just what I would consider a very average, normal size, or probably even below average or normal. And they have gained in the beginning, and I think that people freak out about oh, I'm gaining weight, this can't be good for me. It probably is exactly what your body needs. You know, women weren't meant to be a stick. There's absolutely nothing wrong with some meat on a body at all. So I say, if you start this way of life, you need to be doing it for issues other than weight loss, because you will never feel the rewards if you're doing anything for weight loss. Weight loss can happen on a gazillion other diets. Go do those diets. Go lose the weight. Do it while still suffering and starving and craving, and gain it all back when you give up on what you're doing because you just can't stay with it. Just think about it. Think about it. If you have ever lost weight in your life or tried to lose weight in your life, it's a back and forth game. You have to find something that you can stick with. Now, with eating just meat, I know it sounds weird. I can't stick with that. That's not a way to eat. Nobody can stay with that. You're going to die if you eat just meat. All I can say is try it. When you see how good you feel, you will know it's right for you. Maybe not for everybody, but it might be right for you. It is certainly right for me, and I only hope so much that I stay with it and that nothing happens that just all of a sudden makes me lose my way. And that can happen, and I will talk about that later. After I get the FAQs done, I'm anxious to talk to you guys about all kinds of things, but I just want to get this stuff out of the way first. So if you're doing it for weight loss, you may get very discouraged because you may gain weight before you lose, or you may lose 5 or 10 pounds at the beginning and then not lose for months, and you'll be saying, but I'm eating this way and I'm doing everything right and I'm not losing. Or you may find that you are not eating enough, because people who are in this to lose weight, they want to control their portions, and that's the absolute worst thing you can do on this way of eating. You have to feed your body all the meat that it wants, because it's telling you we need more of that so we can make the adjustments. I know it sounds weird. I know it does. But you can't count calories. You shouldn't even weigh yourself. Don't measure yourself. Don't worry about numbers of any kind. You don't weigh your food, you don't measure your food, you don't weigh your body, you don't measure your body. You just eat meat when you're hungry, and you eat until you want to stop eating, until your mind tells you that's enough. That's what you do on this plan. And don't worry about the weight. If you have weight to lose, once your body is completely adjusted, adapted, they call it, you'll lose weight. If it's meant to be that way, if you have weight to lose. If you consider yourself overweight, and you do ZC to a T, and that never happens for you, you might want to consider, are you really doing it as good as you think you are? Did you chew a piece of gum lately? Have you had any kind of a soda or just a sip? Do you lick your fingers anytime you feed your family normal food? Do you pop a noodle into your mouth when it's stuck to the bottom of the pan? These things add up, and we know taking a little tiny pill can have great effects on someone. If I take one Benadryl, I'm going to get extremely groggy. So, swallowing one piece of elbow macaroni can mess you up too. I know you think it's nothing, but it is something. It's a great big something. A drug addict who has done every drug under the sun, including heroin, can't just quit heroin and say, well, every now and then I'll just take one of these pills. I'll take a painkiller because that's not going to do anything. I've gotten rid of the big problem. Just doesn't work that way. So eat meat when you're hungry, drink water when you're thirsty, get as much rest as you need, and let your body take care of it all. And you don't have to lose weight anyway. You don't need to lose weight to get healthy. You can get absolutely healthy and still stay the same weight. If that's what your body says needs to happen because of years of destroying it, well, you might be just stuck with being the awesome person that you are. You don't need to change your appearance. You don't. Are there any books about zero carb? Yeah, there's all kinds, and I won't get into all of them. Hey, we're done. We're done the FAQs. But there's Good Calories, Bad Calories by Gary Taubes. I haven't read it yet. There's Why We Get Fat by Gary Taubes. I hear many wonderful things about Gary Taubes. Fiber Menace by a name that I could never pronounce if you paid me $1 million. Konstantin Monastansky. I don't know. So I haven't read that yet either. And The Vegetarian Myth by Lear Keith and other stuff. So you can find this FAQ in the files in the group, Zeroing In on Health. It is a public Facebook group, so you can go see the files all by yourself without having to join the group, and you just look for ZIOH FAQs in those files, and you'll be able to read all the stuff that I read to you through this series. Very, very helpful. I don't think you can access it on a phone or some devices because it's PDF and a lot of people get code. So go borrow a laptop if you don't have one. I'm going to stop with this now. We've gone through the FAQs. I may go through some other reading material with you guys, but from this point on, I just really want to share my experiences with you, little tidbits. I want to share with you the way I hear people say things and let you know what that means to me and see if you feel the same way I feel about it. I want to be your cheerleader for feeling better, not looking better, because you look better right now. You look awesome. I don't even have to see you. I know if you feel good, you're going to look good because it's going to just shine right through you. Size has nothing to do with it. It doesn't. I promise you. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I will be back with more soon. Bye.